Alright, so we back. Alright, so we back basically with another day sewing these pants for Wicked. And this is what they're looking like so far. So basically all I've done is, well, what I finished is I finished the front. I got the sewing, like the design down for the front. It's like this fur going on the front. And then I did the back panels as well, if you can see that. The back panels. So we're looking good on both halves now. And now I'm really just connecting them both. I mean, we really passed all the hard parts. All the hard parts was the, the pockets, the zip fly. But like I said in the last video, honestly, it's gotten to the point where, you get so much repetition in doing one thing that it doesn't really take up too much of your time. This weekend I was fooling around with friends and shit like that. So, I could have finished this a couple of days. I mean, honestly, a couple of days ago. But I feel like it's also important in these journeys or just in your daily life that, yeah, you're grinding. You spend most of your day grinding, whether that's work, school, sewing, that you still make time to decompress and just have a life outside of hustle culture. Because while I'm always get to $1, you still gotta, you're not a machine. You're definitely not a machine. You gotta be able to really perform maintenance on yourself as if you were one though, right? So right now, what we gotta do is like facing like, go ahead, get them drinks together. I'll probably just throw a little pin in them so they don't keep annoying me. I really don't want to deal with all that. And then I'll do the same for these in a inconspicuous spot so that they are not in my way or randomly separating. But do that, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and sew this crotch shut. Yeah, I'm sewing the crotch shut. Really easy process once you actually get the hang of it. And to think, when I first started my first design, my first ever design, which is actually sitting right here. You're not gonna be able to see the pants because the pants are below the table. But if you want to see the pants, just go on my Instagram and look. You'll see this jacket and a pair of green pleated pants. And when I first started this, right, very different look. It's crazy to look back on the things that you've done and with the headspace that you were at that time. And this was more so inspired by had a couple different inspirations, but actually was inspired by Demon Slayer most of all, because I was totally into that. But just kind of like a Japanese loose fitting pant and some other different inspirations that inspired me to kind of get that done. And it was cool. Honestly, that first project took me almost a month to finish. Probably 3 weeks for the pants. And then another I want to say, what's a jacket? Honestly, probably around the same amount of time. I probably moved a little bit faster on the jacket because by then I was understanding a little bit more about garment construction as a whole. So I would probably, on the upper side, give it 3 weeks. And honestly, I learned all this right after learning how to sew a straight line. So it wasn't even oh, well, I'm going through classes. It's me, my mentor, he's just basically showing me the ropes. And the mindset change, I think, is the most drastic difference that you could get from what you originally view as oh, well, I really want to wear or create this, to what I'm creating now, which is, in my opinion, more wearable. That one was definitely a lot more concept-ish, avant-garde, whatever you want to call that. It was, I'm gonna move you guys so that we can keep talking. But definitely a little bit more concept, avant-garde, out there, just letting my creation and imagination roam free, not wondering if or attempting to create for anybody else but me. And if some people wanted to like it, which a surprising amount did, side note. But if somebody tends to like it, then that's good. So that was the good part. And I'm adjusting y'all so that we can That's a good look. Cool. It was dope. Definitely dope. But you get to you definitely, I think that it's good to be able to like really look back on where you come from. Always be grounding yourself and have a realistic interpretation and stay true to your roots, most of all. Like, I never really want to become something so unrecognizable and really lose who I am in that process. Otherwise, what are you doing it for, you know? I'm over here with my back facing it. Actually, what I'm gonna do, so I'm sure y'all can hear me, but I'm really not sure if it's like a good as view, but we'll just like literally talk from right here. Have our sew and sip. No sipping really involved, but our sew and talk, I guess. I chop up. So yeah, you might not be able to hear me as much over the sewing machine. So I'm going to basically just sew this real quick, and then we can continue with whatever I was yapping about. There you go. That should hold it, and then we can go ahead and knock the rest out. Let's do it. Oh, I need to go through and clean up this room. Damn. Okay, cool. So yeah, just with garment construction. So all that to say about like my first project is that I'm currently about, let's say, a year and a half into fashion design, and I would say that for real, my overall just mindset of what I'm creating has changed. So like the green stuff, and I'll actually show you this. I'll show you real quick. Real quick, the green and purple or mauve kind of fit right here, right? Is amazing. It really is. And honestly, I'll still wear it. I still do wear it. Sometimes. Honestly, I really don't. Only time I really don't wear it is when I'm really just too lazy to take it off the mannequin. But I think I've also drifted onto focusing on more like wearable and everyday life type things, because I want to be able to share. You, of course, as like an artist, you want to be able to share it with people. You don't always want to be the only one enjoying your art or being able to wear your art. And something that is, you know, bright colors like that can be a little harder for like the average person to wear it or feel comfortable or confident in. Another pause, we're gonna serge this real quick so I can have my insides looking all nice. Pause on that. That sounds crazy. Oh, in the trash can. There it is. Let's go ahead and snip that out and snip this part off. And we have a crotch. It's a crotch. There it goes. What the fuck? Oh, I was like, what the fuck? But take these pins out so that I can admire my handiwork really quick. Boom. There it is. And if we hold this back up before we close this off, then our pants now look beautiful. Let me get y'all a better little angle on these joints. You know, we gotta get the angles. Can't just let this joint fold on me. So angles with it. Here we go, front side and then the back side of it. Fire. Yeah. Quality of this faux leather is actually like really nice. I actually can't wait to wear these. Like, I think they're gonna look great. I think they're definitely gonna do the trick for what I'm going for with this whole Wicked stuff. But I got to, which I just haven't got around to thinking about, I gotta think about what I'm gonna wear or what I'm gonna pair it with up top. I got the pants and the shoes down. So that's the most important part. All right, so next we're gonna close this up, and then we only have a couple more steps until we're done. So after we close it up, I'm gonna go ahead and do the waistband and the belt loops. After that, throw a button on there, and that's it. Also, I'm probably gonna end up adding like a little top stitch to this back right here, just because one, I need to go ahead and press it open so that it looks less buckled or like less bendy. But yeah, so we are Gucci. My phone is hot. Phone is burning up, bruh. Mr. Burns, like he got chlamydia. All right, Make sure it's not too hot. This crap will get burned into the, will get burn marks so easy. It's so annoying. It's possibly the most annoying thing ever. I'm going to press this. Hope that's not a hole. That's not a hole. We are good. That's not a hole. All right. I'm gonna press this way. That way we can just make it look real even with the, it's not plugged up. Oh my goodness. I'm over here. I was really getting in. It's not even plugged up, bro. What the fuck? Oh my God, please edit the fuck out of here, bro. Damn. All right. There we go. Make that happen. Edit it a little bit so that get that little crease going. There we go. There it go. Sure that's pressed down very well so that each time I'm making my personal mission to get cleaner and cleaner with this, with my lines. Each seam better than the last seam. Eventually until I'm sewing nothing but perfection, which is, you know, I feel like I'll make like 10,000 pairs of pants and then I'll finally be like, you know, okay with the with the construction. Until that day though, we gonna keep pumping them out. Simple as that. And that looks great. Perfect. I'm gonna run a little top stitch right down that seam. There is a tiny little hole right there that I'll close up as well. You know, can barely even see my tip of my finger through it, but at the same time, wouldn't sell that to somebody. So it must be fixed. Has to be. Can't let that slide, boy. I couldn't let that shit slide. I gotta take it personal. Where'd it go? Here it is. Did I just say heel? Get it together, bear. Come on, dude.